Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Destiny. I am Death from Above. This is actually going to be a welcome to my life video instead of welcome to Destiny. We'll get some Destiny playing in the background, but I just wanted to talk about life stories. And you know, I'm gonna make a couple videos about life stories. If you guys like them, let me know. And as always, share yours with me. Like if you have any interesting life stories, share them with me. I might do a best of where we go into the comments and we talk about all the other people's life stories. But anyway, let's get into my life story. So, I haven't had caffeine in about 20 years. What? Yeah, I haven't had caffeine in about 20 years. Now, that's not, caffeine has not touched my body in 20 years. It's, I avoid caffeine and have been avoiding it for 20 years. Which is a strange thing to talk about because most people think of caffeine as just like, alright, caffeine, it's whatever. Well, there's a reason for it, and it is as follows. When I was a kid, probably 14, I'm not 34, I'm 31, so almost 20 years, but when I was a kid, I used to get really bad migraine headaches, and I would get them every once in a while, and I could never figure out what was causing them, and I finally settled on the fact that, caffeine. If I cut out caffeine, because one day I was at like a summer camp, and I had just done a bunch of like running around and playing, and then I got this really bad migraine headache after lunch because I was really active, went and ate lunch, had like a Coke or something, and then I got this really bad migraine headache. I was like, well, maybe if I quit drinking caffeine, I won't have them again. And it actually worked. Actually truly worked. I don't know if they were necessarily linked, but once I cut out caffeine, I didn't have one for a long time. Now, I have had one since, but it was pretty extenuating circumstances. My wife and I got in a car wreck 3 years ago, and I think the stress and the pressure, like it was a head-on collision, airbags deployed, all that. We weren't seriously injured. Thankfully, we were pretty decently protected by the car. The car was totaled, like smashed. But we did go to the hospital. I think she broke her foot. I just had like normal cuts and bruises. But apparently the stress and then the airbag deploying and all that like caused something in my head to give me another one of those headaches. But it didn't last very long and it went away once the stress subsided and we got back home after going to the hospital and stuff like that. But it's the only one I've had since, so I can we can kind of toss that one out. But I haven't had any of those headaches since I really cut out caffeine, and I feel better for it. People don't notice if you don't drink caffeine unless you tell them. Or unless somebody's like, hey, here's the Coke. I'm like, no thanks, I don't drink caffeine. They're like, what? You don't drink caffeine? So, one of the things I've found is I don't have trouble waking up or being up in the morning like people that drink coffee. I'm not like craving a soda. I like having Frescas because they're caffeine free and they taste good. I like citrus drinks. But now, it's weird to be an adult and to not have drank caffeine pretty much my whole adult life. I have drank stuff like to taste it or to, you know, have a sip of this or sip of that. So I know, it's like I know what everything tastes like. It's not a weird like can't touch caffeine or I'll die. It's just I don't drink it and I don't feel like I want to drink it because I haven't drank it in so long. So that's my story. I don't drink caffeine. I don't have I mean, I'll eat chocolate, but the caffeine, I don't know if it has as much caffeine. Whatever. But you know, I don't intake caffeine, so I actually do read the labels on stuff when I'm looking at it to see if it has caffeine in it or not. And it's been like 17 years since I just drank caffeine regularly, so I don't even notice that I don't drink it anymore. Like my wife doesn't really drink it anymore. She has her Pepsis or whatever, but she doesn't really care. So I don't drink caffeine. And there you go. That's why. So what about you guys? Do you have any fun life stories like that or interesting things that have happened to you? I can talk about, we'll do another one later on how I got shot at the street races. Yep, that happened. So that'll be a teaser for the next Life Stories with Death. So I hope you're looking forward to that. But let me know what you think. What do you think, guys? Are you enjoying my life stories? Do you have life stories you want me to share? As always, feel free to hit the comments up and talk about life stories. I might do a best of, like I said. And we'll share some of that stuff. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great day. I will see you later. See you. Bye.